Welcome back to IGN Live from Gamescom, brought to you by Homefront: The Revolution. It's time to take a look at Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2. Kyle Duncan here is producer on the game. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Great to be here.
So, sequel to the shooter, taking Plants vs. Zombies into the shooter realm, coming out early next year?
Yeah, spring 2016.
Did you announce the release date yet, or is it just
spring 2016?
Okay. All right, gotcha. So what are we looking at today?
Today we're going to look at a clip of the Backyard Battleground, plus some of our new footage on the moon. So yeah, this is actually the Backyard Battleground. So this is a whole new way to enter into your PvZ game. It's unlike anything you've seen before, and it totally immerses you in the world of the PvZ. So up in the back there, you see Crazy Dave's treehouse, and we're not going to tell you what's in there and going on. There's a lot of fun stuff. But this is your experience every time you come into your game. On the left, we've got sort of a magical portal that's ready to take you into your multiplayer gameplay. This is where you and your friends can go off to the front lines of the battle for Suburbia. In the middle, we've got the quest board. This is a great spot to pick up story challenges for Crazy Dave and Dr. Zomboss, or just regular challenges to help you level up your character. And yeah, we're just going to turn here to the right and have a look, and there's Crazy Dave's RV ready to whisk you off to Garden Ops. Whoop. The flare has gone off there, meaning that basically we're under attack. This is an actual living, breathing world. It's just not a portal to other gameplay modes. So you can choose your side, play as the plants, play as the zombies. You can defend your base, or we see across the way, there's Dr. Zomboss's base. You can actually go launch an attack on Dr. Zomboss's base. All sorts of things going on all the time. Now what's also really unique here is it's not just solo play. So here we've got our friend Celery Man join into the game, and they can come into our own Backyard Battleground and start helping out. So they're helping us clean up the zombies here. But they could also go on the zombie side, and we could go head to head and make up our own game and have a ton of fun just in the Backyard Battleground. There's lots of mini games, lots of little quests. It's a real place to immerse yourself in the world of PvZ. Had another friend join, so let's have a look at the quest board. You can see by completing quests, you get coins and stars. You can help level up your character faster. But we're going to take a quest called Foil Zomboss in Space. It's a multiplayer quest. It's all about stopping Dr. Zomboss from creating a total solar eclipse and eradicating sunlight on Earth, which wouldn't be so great for the plants. So here he is. He's heading on over. Colonel Corn's actually powered up our magic portal. It's that easy to matchmake with your friends into a multiplayer game now. Basically, you bring them into your Backyard Battleground, off we go. It's taken us to the moon now. When we're done, it'll take us back to the Backyard Battleground. So here's some first look at Moonbase Z. You can see the floaty physics that are on Rose and Colonel Corn, but actually here's one of the new characters we just introduced at Gamescom, Citron. There he is. He goes into his ball form. He becomes one of the fastest plants in the game. He can get around real quickly, but at a press of a button, he can pop back out and into his assault form. So, let's see, he's run into a pesky little imp. Ooh, and got caught in a gravity grenade, and now the imp's calling down the mech. Let's see how this works out one-on-one. So Citron's built to go one-on-one with this guy, so there he just popped up his energy shield, which is a great one-way shield, so it absorbed that incoming missile attack, but he can still shoot out through it. And now he's launched his EM Peach. That actually is great for taking down the Zomboss tech and the robotic tech, so really cool stuff. And now we're rolling on. This is an abbreviated version of our map, just kind of intended to show off the characters and what's going on, but this is usually a full 24-player multiplayer mode. Sit and watch for a little bit.
Yeah, what is this here that just...
So that was basically, that's one of the bases. So the plants are trying to gather energy and enough sort of plant life on the moon to keep going and stop the solar eclipse. So we're going to switch to Rose here. We've gone inside a kind of biosphere. This is actually where the zombies have built up motels and stuff on the moon. But there's no, so we switch from low gravity to regular gravity here. This is our first look at Rose. She's kind of a disruptive character and also the builder. So she's summoning Guardian Crystal here, which helps defend the teleporter that she's just about to build, which really brings your plants to the front line. So Rose, she's no slouch one-on-one, but she's got to be careful to pick her battle. So her wand, she can cast magic thistles that are little homing explosives. So here comes Super Brain, she's going to take on. And now she's just cast a time snare, which pins him in place, lets some of those homing thistles land. Now she's cast her Arcane Enigma, which basically turns her into pure energy. She's basically can move faster, do damage, and she's invulnerable. And my favorite ability of hers, Goatify. Yep, she can turn zombies into fully playable goats. Now, as a zombie, it's not totally fair. You can still move around. You have a few abilities, but you got to watch out for Rose if she's got that Goatify ready. So we see Colonel Corn coming into the frame from the left there. He's something our fans have been asking for since Garden Warfare 1, a real run and gun class to go head to head with the soldier zombie. So that's what he is. We're going to get a look at his abilities in just a sec. So here he's chasing down an astronaut scientist, but he's got dual cob blasters that rotate and spin out those corn kernels super fast to take guys down. We're going to get a look at his husk hop right here. Basically, it leaps and launches him forward and above while he's shooting down, doing damage. And then my personal favorite of his abilities, the butter barrage. Lob out a steaming hot baked potato. Corn bombers come in and drop down buttery bombs. I don't think Captain Deadbeard stood a chance. Nope, there it goes flying off. His last one we call the shuck shot. Basically charge up those blasters, launch him out for a heavy impact attack, and took out his nemesis, the soldier. So we're getting another look at one of the inside realms of the moon. But the story behind it is kind of that they're trying to power up this giant magnet to create a solar eclipse by mining special moon crystals. So you'll see a lot of the zombies' mooning equipment and where they live and work sort of on the dark side of the moon.
And what's the objective here?
The objective is actually the plants are coming to shut down this magnet. So one of our favorite things in Garden Warfare 1 was the mini games that we created at the end to end the levels. And what we're going to see here is actually we're going to warp ahead to the mini game at the end of the level. And this is the giant processing plant where the power switch is. There's the big magnet in the middle at the back, and on the left side is an emergency override switch. And those glowing balls of energy are the magic crystals. Now, if the plants can get in control of them, they turn green. The more plants around them, they start to roll around the off switch. The zombies are trying to do the same thing. There's 3 to 5 crystals active at a time, and they try and push them towards the right and power the magnet up. So it's a battle to see if the plants can overload the magnet and stop that solar eclipse from happening, or the zombies can make it happen, darken the moon, and really push that battle forward. But it's crazy mayhem when you got 24 players trying to decide whether you got lots of decisions to make. Do you push the ball? Do you try and stop the other team from pushing the ball? Do you work together? There's lots of panels. It's popping up and down. It's a giant pinball game. It's a lot of fun when it gets going on in there. So it looks like the plants are going to win this one as it drops down into the emergency override. And we've got success. We're going to see sunlight for another day on Earth.
Whew. Rest easy.
Exactly.
So this is a
That's Herbal Assault.
Okay.
So that is our multiplayer game mode. Now, we took on a quest to actually put us into that Herbal Assault mode, and we're going to get bonus XP and stuff because we took on that quest and went into the multiplayer mode with our friends and actually won that match, which helps progress and level up our characters.
So when we first started, we were in the plants hub world?
Yeah,
how we described it?
The backyard battleground.
Do the zombies have their own hub world?
It's right at the center of the front lines of the battle. So you saw that briefly in that mayhem in the middle. So you've got Dr. Zombie. It's kind of like both sides came together and they finally clashed at the front. And then it just hit this giant standoff, and they've been building and building and building. And this is the center of the front lines of the battle. So the zombies are on one side, the plants are the other. You can switch sides whenever you want. And yes, so there's a Dr. Zomboss base just like Crazy Dave's. And yeah, you can go up to his sort of quest board and take missions directly for Dr. Zomboss. He'll have you doing goofy things, some right in the backyard battleground and some in multiplayer missions. It mixes it all up.
I see. Well, the game looks great. Thank you so much for coming by the show.
Thank you very much.
That's Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2 coming out next spring. Stay tuned for more here from Gamescom on IGN Live right after this.